because in
Yeah.
our course, Chandrasekhar, uh,
Yeah.
sorry, I'm little tired actually, so that's why I will type slowly. Sorry. Okay. So the
Mm.
first thing, reports we have, it should be, we should be, you should be very strong in the reports. We have five type of reports. Okay,
Okay.
five type of different reports. So I will make you very stronger into the reports actually.
Okay.
After that report, we have object oriented concept, which is the backbone of the EWM technical. Okay,
Okay.
like if you are
Okay.
working with the post processing framework, or if you are RF designing for RF screen, even I what I did actually, I copied from the standard and I did the customization. But in
Okay.
many cases I came through where I did actually some customization through the technically. So
Uh,
object core concepts are very important actually, Chandrasekhar. Why?
okay.
Because classes, interfaces, methods. When you're
Okay.
going to implement any body or any technical thing, this is the
Mm.
base. Object oriented
Okay.
is the base actually. And
Okay.
reports we have different kind, like CDS view. I will teach interactive ALV, five type dynamic ALVs with the object oriented ALV, with different kind of reports.
Okay.
Very basic report, classic report. After that actually debugger.
Okay.
Debugger, which is the heart of technical heart. I can say this is the heart actually. Okay,
Okay.
I will
Okay.
teach in depth, and this is my 100% commitment. It will run in your blood. If I will
Okay.
teach you. So debugger. Then after cross apps, I will put the short name, which is the
Okay.
ALE, EDI, IDOCS, BAPI, VDC. Okay,
Okay.
how we migrate the data from the actually, just a minute. Suppose
Mm.
I have one legacy system. Okay, for an
Okay.
example, this is a SAP
Mm.
database. Or for an example,
Oh,
I have one non-SAP system like ECC2. If I'm talking about a decentralized environment, or suppose
okay.
from legacy system from your desktop, how you put the data into the SAP database, how you put the
Okay.
data which is located in your data means flat file. Even we can in the
Okay.
EWM we can upload the bulk data, right, to the flat file.
Yes. Yes.
But this concept I will teach in depth actually through legacy system, how we put the data into non-SAP system actually. Therefore we use BAPIs, because we have multiple type
Yeah.
of BAPIs, custom standard or
Okay.
extended BAPIs. When we put our
Okay.
BAP into the business object repository, BOR is the key code that I will process, I will show in the real time
Mm.
training, with the training.
Okay.
Then
Okay.
that person, suppose this is a person, is this system is a .NET system or Java or any, who doesn't know about the web, he can call that,
Got- Okay.
he can call that method actually, or
Okay.
get the data. So let's talk about object oriented. We have multiple things here: classes, we have interfaces, we have like methods, we have instance method, we have static method. Sometimes you see this symbol in the AWM technical side. Okay, sometimes you see this multiple.
Okay. Yeah.
So why we use this actually, Michael? The thing is,
Mm.
why we use this? Okay, so what is
Mm-hmm.
the static connector and what is the instance connector to call? So we call this as a
Okay.
static. To call any static member of the class or any in the program, we use this. If you want to call
Okay.
any member through object, by reference of the object, we call you use this. So multiple things are there. This is not the end actually, this is not the border. After this I will cover multiple things like a map on HANA side, like CDS view. Okay, and CDS view, like
Okay.
ALE, docs, how we create the port, WE21, WE21 is the, how we create the port, how we create the partner profile, how we create the process type, how we create the distribution model, which is the customer distribution model, which holds the data which you
Mm.
want to transfer in between two systems. Then why EDI? Why EDI? Because
Mm.
ALE has some drawbacks. That's why EDI came into the picture. Through
Mm.
ALE, you cannot send the data in between two SAP to non-SAP system, just SAP to SAP.
Mm.
So
Yes.
this I will teach in depth with the T codes, everything. And this simple I report I created for you actually. Simple. The
Okay.
main
Okay.
purpose for this demo class, the what is the main purpose basic of the report,
Okay.
Chandrasekhar? We have database, right? It could
Yeah.
be HANA database, Oracle database, any database. We get the data from the database table or views. In case we're
Okay.
working with the HANA side, we get the data from the views, like calculation view, attributes views, or analytical views we have into the HANA system. Okay,
Okay.
even I
Okay.
work with the same. Okay, we process the data into the ABAP layer, into the ABAP state, because into the ABAP layer or through ABAP or into the application layer, we display it. That's it.
Okay.
So in this only concept we have different kind of reports. Means why first I touch the reports actually, if you will become stronger into the report, then you can jump into the debugger, then object oriented, then debugger. Then you will understand.
Okay.
If you debug anything, you will understand, okay, this is going on,
Okay.
okay. So for an example, here I created one report, simple report. Through
Okay.
this is actually what I did actually. This report requirement is, if I execute this report, so based on the material, I will get the material storage location actually,
Yeah.
storage location data, okay,
Mm.
of the material.
Mm. Okay.
Sorry. Actually, I started the system and I put inside actually. That's why I think.
Mm. So this is an external system you're using.
This is my personal laptop. I have started.
So personal, you installed SAP.
Yeah, yes, I have. I will give you the access.
Okay.
So I have EWM system also.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, see. So in SC38, simple. I created one report. Okay. If you execute
Okay.
that report, which is custom report, the name is z mans underscore classic report. From very
Okay.
basic, I will start. So if I see, if I execute this report, this is a search help I provided actually. This is we call selection
Correct.
screen. Okay. This is we call
Selection field. Yeah.
menu items. Okay. So even we
Mm.
can create our own custom menu items. We can create the menus, all the options we can customize. I will show you in the classes.
Mm.
So through this
Okay.
search help, what I did, I will not select anything. Means I will directly
Okay.
execute. Means it will get all the data from database table or views and it will display.
Okay.
If you
Okay.
put the selection screen blank, if you click on the execute button, blank means all the records.
All the materials. Yeah.
All the records means all the material or like
Mm.
any records, business records. What I do here, I will just put up debugger here. I will show you how debugger works. Simple. So top include. For better performance, for the proper way to write a coding, we use top include. Top include we use to declare the global data. So means my requirements actually, I have two tables, MARA and MARC. Okay.
Yeah.
I join two tables here.
Mm.
I join two tables and one MARD, storage
Mm.
location.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
here join three tables. Okay.
Mm.
MARI, MARC means header, item,
Header,
and
yeah.
storage location. And
Okay.
what I did after joining two tables, after joining these two material tables or three material tables, I get an output in a final. Okay. So
Yeah.
material number based on that item.
So you are filtering the plant or storage location to
Exactly.
minimize the report timing, right? Or else if you have only the material, then it will take more time. Okay, and sometimes it will may get a runtime error also. So to avoid this, you wanted to filter out maximum. We need to filter to
Ah,
avoid the report. So
exactly.
okay, to
When
take the more time.
but it depends upon, this is just demo report I created actually for you. So but sometimes what
Mm.
happens, it depends upon the requirement because we don't know which kind of requirement we can get. So I have another like requirement here. I need to design this that forms, and here because we have some problems here. We had see.
Your voice is breaking, Manas.
Okay, how is
Manas,
it? How is it? अभी कैसा है?
your voice is breaking.
अच्छा, अभी कैसा है? How is it now?
Hello.
Yeah, how is it now?
Yeah, now it's clear. Yeah, now it's fine.
Okay. So
Earlier, yeah.
okay. Actually, I'm using that.
So I have experience. I already written some reports. Okay, functional reports, functional spec. I have prepared and I give it to my colleagues. Okay.
Okay.
So similar kind of reports, EWM reports and all I have done. Functional model like what is the initial screen we need. Okay, what are all parameters we wanted to filter that report. Okay, so how to download it in the Excel sheets, or you wanted to send through a fax or mail or something like EDI. So this kind of the initial screen itself we can design, and
Okay.
and also maximum I will try. Okay, which table you wanted to fetch. For example, for Mara means you wanted to select for the global materials, you need to select Mara. But you wanted to select with the plant specific means Marci. Like specifically for Mardi, you wanted to select for the story location. So maximum I will try to give the field name and table name and the field name.
Okay.
But in EWM only I can face lot of issues
No,
because
no need to
all
worry.
yeah.
Because I am here for you, and honestly I'm
Okay.
telling you,
Yeah.
technical, don't worry. Even I in
Okay.
front of in the classes I will show you how to customize entire RF screen, how to copy
Okay.
from the standard, how
Okay.
to customize the smart forms, how to create the smart form from the scratch, even
Okay.
how to implement the baddies. People tell implementation, how actually implement the baddie. Multiple baddies
Okay.
we have for the different ports. Suppose we have different kind of like baddies, n number of baddies
Mm.
we have, right?
Yeah.
So how we customize that actually baddies? Okay. So but in
And
my
also we have any whoops they are saying. What is that? Whoops. What is that?
oops are nothing actually object oriented.
Okay.
Because if you are going to work with the, this is the plain report, this is not related to oops, because directly
Okay.
I'm not going to jump on oops or
Okay.
debugger.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
But
Okay.
in this report, first I will try to make you understand what is going on in this report. Simple. In
Yeah.
this
Okay.
report actually,
Mm.
I take the input from the user,
Yeah.
like material number. Okay. So it depends. If user select the, enter the material number here, select from the search help,
Correct.
or they can execute it. So based on that material number, item
Mm.
and storage location of the material will be displayed into the output. That's it.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So first, when we take the input from the user, okay,
Yeah.
then we check. Then we check. Suppose instead of the material number, if user
Mm.
enter here mass, which is not exist inside the database,
Yeah.
okay, then one error should come.
Yeah.
Okay, then should error wrong input. I will show you. Okay, so multiple types of things are here actually, which I will show you.
Okay.
Slowly, it
Okay.
will take like two
Yeah.
one
Yeah.
hour minutes, but no worries, no need to
Okay.
worries. I know technical, I know
Okay.
what should I do and what should I train.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Because
And also, Manish, I am totally, I don't know the codings. Okay. I'm totally from, no functional background. So
no need
if
to
you
worries.
ask functional, I will know. But if you say include ZB 228 underscore classic, some codings and all they will write, right? Star, star, star. After that
I will
includes
teach you that. I will
NDF. I don't know what is that and all. So I'm totally zero. Okay.
no
For
need to
above, I could say.
no need to worry. So simple, what I did actually, I there is SE38T code.
Yeah.
So every report means
Okay.
is nothing but a program. Okay, the
Okay.
main purposes of this report is, or any kind of report, to get the data, to take the input from the user, based on the input get the data from the database. Okay,
Okay.
just
Yeah.
get the data from the database table, process it and display it. Okay,
Okay.
this is the
Okay.
base of the report. So every report name start with the report keyword. We call
Yeah.
this as the keyword.
Okay.
This is the statement actually, this is the predefined, means standard we just
Okay.
use here, reuse here.
Okay.
So report is the keyword. My report name is Z MENS classic report. No standard page heading. This I put for, at runtime it should not display any standard heading from the database table. So for simple,
Okay.
I will show you in the output what is this. And for message actually, see, because any kind of error come into the picture, right? Suppose for an example, just I will show, just hold on, just a minute. Okay, because any kind of error come into the picture, right? For an example,
Okay.
instead of this, if I put ABCD or any wrong value which is not
Okay.
exist inside the data, it should be validated actually. See,
Correct.
until and unless this here I used add selection skin on one event is there. I'm
Okay.
little less energetic at this time, but I can explain very in depth, but little less
Okay.
energetic, little tired actually. Okay, so for this is the top include, where I declare the data, means I want to tell to system
Okay.
actually,
Okay.
Which kind of data you want to get from the database table? Which kind of data?
Okay.
Material data, sales data, or any data. Okay,
Okay.
material, FI
Yeah.
related data, sales data. So I declare these data variables here. So
Okay.
here we can see types. We have
Mm.
two things. If you go to SC11 T code, here we have tables. Mara. For an
Okay.
example, we have this table. This contains physical data.
Mm.
This holds physical means
Yeah.
always remember we have transparent pooled and cluster table in the
Mm.
DDIC in the database. So
Okay.
tables always holds the physically data. It
Yeah.
occupies some space inside the database. Okay,
Okay. Good.
permanently it stores the data. So that's why here we can see the technical setting button. Okay,
Okay.
this is a master data or transactional data size
Mm.
category. Okay, but this is the bug with SAP. They should
Okay.
not use 4. Instead of they should use 0.
Mm.
That I will teach you in the classes. But
Okay.
just opposite actually, we have one concept, structure. We
Okay.
have one we have one standard structure. For an example, we have multiple structure. We can create our own structure. Just table we opposite we have one concept called structure.
Okay.
But this will help you a lot in the debugger. So that's why I'm showing you this structure now,
Okay.
Chandrasekhar.
Okay.
Structure actually is less power than table actually. Structure holds
Mm.
only one record, single line,
Correct.
one record at
Yes.
one time, and it populates only at runtime.
Yeah. Okay.
It doesn't hold any physical data. It doesn't occupy any space in the database table. Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
we have one standard structure SYST. Simple. Here we do not have technical setting button. Why? Because
Mm.
it doesn't hold. You cannot execute this. See, there is no execute button.
Yes.
But if you
Okay.
just opposite, if you will go to the Mara, for an
Mara.
example, MARD table, there you will see the execute button, technical setting. If you execute this, how many records are there, number of entries, you can see
See. Okay.
26,000 entries are there, right?
Yeah.
See, okay, so means table holds the data. Now, one more point. If you go to SC11T code, here you see this structure, SYST.
Okay.
Okay, see carefully. This is very important thing which I am going to show you. This is my R3 or S4 system. See carefully.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
have presentation layer, we have database layer, we have presentation layer, we have business layer,
Yes.
which is the ABAP layer or application layer. We have database layer. HANA, when I will teach you, then I will show you how they merged
Okay.
actually both in the same layer. So, if I create any structure by using SC11T code,
Okay.
okay, this structure, if I create or already there is a standard structure by SYST.
Okay.
So, there already one structure is there SYST, right?
Yeah.
So that means this structure has capability or scope in
Oh.
entire system.
Mm.
Means this structure you can use anywhere in database layer, in presentation layer, or sorry, in business layer.
Okay.
This structure is capability to access from presentation, business, or database layer.
Okay.
Means this structure has power
Okay.
in entire system
Okay.
or for of entire system. Now let's talk about this structure which I created here in my report. Types begin off. This structure starts from here and end of structure. So this is also a structure which I create with the required field, which I want to take the input from the user or which I want to get an output.
Okay.
I want material number.
Mm.
WEARKS.
Plant.
Yes, plant number, plant. What is the plant? Every these I want actually to show an output.
Okay.
Okay. So what I did actually, I declare one local structure for better performance. This is also called structures, types. If somewhere
Okay.
you see not types, begin of
Yeah.
or type something like types.
Yeah.
So this is means structure, but this is a local structure. Local structure means in SC11 I shown you one structure SYST.
Yes.
That structure is have scope to access in entire R3 or S4 HANA system. You can use anywhere that structure. Okay.
Okay.
But if I'm use, but if just hold on, your headphone is actually going down. Okay, if I'm using this structure, if I create this structure in my report,
Okay.
this structure, so the meaning of this is my report z
Okay.
minus something, I put the name z mans,
Mm.
and this is my report end. So this
Okay.
structure will work only inside this report. Out of this report, you cannot access this structure. Okay.
Okay.
So we call this is a local structure. What we call this is
Okay.
local structure. So what I did MARA and MARC header and item, I created one local structure. Location, storage location, I created another local structure. One structure I created final, means after getting the data from the both tables, three tables, I will put in this and I will display the data from this structure.
Okay.
Okay. This is a just internal table declaration, work area declaration. Internal table
Okay.
means, see, just a minute, I put the headphone. Okay. Internal table means it holds the data like a table, multiple records at same time, run time, multiple records, but not physically, just temporary.
Okay.
It holds the n number of records, multiple records. The size is 2 GB.
Okay.
Internal table,
2 GB.
2 GB. But just opposite, we have one concept, work area. Work area holds only single record, one line. Only it fills at runtime. If you execute your report, your structure will be filled. Work area. This is the way to write a work. This is internal table. To write a define a internal table. This is a way to define a work area. And I gave the reference which type, this structure type. See, TYP Mara MARC.
Yes.
This type. So this structure, an internal table will hold which kind of data? This type of data. This type of
Okay.
data. Okay.
Yeah.
So internal table has capability to hold multiple records, but only at runtime. Once you execute your report, this internal table will fill. I will show you.
Okay.
You will be very happy. I will just show you one thing through the debugger. It will
Okay.
fill through the multiple records at runtime. Once after getting output, it
Okay.
will be empty. Once you execute, it will fill. Once you not execute, it will be empty. Means
Okay.
nothing will be there, right? So, but
Yeah.
table exists data, holds data permanently, physically.
Okay.
Let's do one thing. Okay, this is the declaration, internal table I define and work area. Why? Because when you're going to display the data, record by record you have to display. You have to put the loop. We have one concept is there, loop. Loop means get first data and
Okay.
process it and display. Then take second data. Like this, we can display the n number of records in output screen. You got it?
Okay. Yeah.
Same thing happens here. If I execute this, same thing happens. This is also display. If I execute this is nothing but a selection screen. But this is a standard. SAP people created this, right?
Yes.
If I create any material number from here,
Mm.
based on that material number, you will get an output. Means what happens is behind C. Means what's going on behind. Only single record I pass. So through standard coding, loop happened actually inside the coding. Even I can show you the standard coding, and you got one output. Now do one thing. In this case, work area worked actually, because work
Okay.
area is nothing but any structure. Both are same. Work area fills at runtime, Structure is also fills at runtime. Structure holds single record, work area holds single record. Let's put empty, means all the records. Okay, execute. Multiple records means this data we can see through internal table.
Mm.
Standard SAP people put the coding. In my case, what I did actually, this is a declaration. After what I did, I define one selection screen, same selection screen, where
Okay.
I am going to take the material number from two table from the user. Okay, and third thing is, now let's hit the database table. This is just for validation purposes. I will show you in the next classes more deep. So just this
Okay.
is for get the data. I put here one debugger. Let's see how my this report is
Okay.
getting the data from the database table. Execute it. Debugger has been started. Debugger is very in depth actually. I will show you how to debug RF screen, how to even
Okay.
debug the ALE IDOC, even IDOC you can debug, reprocess.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
yes. So smart forms you can debug.
Oh. Okay.
Remotely you can through external breakpoint you can debug your cross system, entire cross system. Suppose entire cross system you can debug through the external breakpoint. Okay. So my compiler is there. This is means compiler because you get an output of a report or any program in two phases. Suppose you have your report, you execute, you click on the execute button. How you will get an output? First your report compiles, then your report will execute.
Okay.
At compilation time, one load of program event work here. That in my event classes I will teach you.
Okay.
Then it puts your entire report into the heap, primary memory, which is the RAM.
Okay.
Okay. So in this case, what happens? Compiler. So compiler, your report execute compile line by line.
Okay.
Means compiler check each and every line of your statement, then you get your output actually.
Okay.
What we do, we just click on the execute button, we get an output immediately. Okay, but this compilation works happens behind the system microseconds, in microseconds.
Okay.
Okay, next point, my compiler is here. Now I am going to get the data from the two tables. Okay, press F5. Here I join two tables. This is my internal table which holds two table data. Now see, this is a GT underscore GT means global table, means internal table, which are defined to put data from two tables. Which is the two table? MARA
Aram.
and MARC, header item. Now this is empty, right? Come back. Now I'm going to join two tables. Press F5 from the keyboard, or you can just press this button. Now see how many records came. See, now it filled with the multiple records.
Okay.
Okay, see, 34,824 records came,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, now next thing, we sort. This is a statement here. I sort the internal table. Obviously, we should sort for better performance. After sorting, I joining the third table, which is the MARD. So what I did, I put the select statement here. Okay, and I put before one statement, if GT Mara is not initial, and obviously my GT Mara is not initial means not blanked, and yes, my
Okay.
this table internal table contains multiple records.
Multiple.
I'm trying to say to the this system, if this internal table has record, go ahead. Okay, so see, if statement, if Mara is initial, everything is okay, that's why psi sub RC is 0. I shown you one structure SYST.
Yes.
That structure contains sub RC field. See,
Okay.
/o
SC11 SYST. Go here. Just search sub
Subversive.
RC. Sub RC means C. Sub RC. Sub RC means return code. Of return code means everything is fine. If you sometimes see here 4 means error, screen related error you are facing.
Okay.
Screen related. I can teach you in my classes error, message classes, in the message
Okay.
error classes, each and every errors.
So
Right.
whenever you are writing the statement, so if it is not initial, then you need to you will write, you need to throw this error message, right?
हाँ, not initial मतलब my this
Right.
internal table is not initial, is initial मतलब खाली, मतलब this is
Yeah,
blank.
yeah,
Not
yeah.
initial मतलब something is there, right?
There, yeah.
And if
Yes.
something is there means if record is there, then go ahead, then
Then
go for
go
the
to the
next one.
next, yeah, next
Ah,
process.
that's why I
If in case empty means, then
some
where you will give the error message here.
here. Empty means your previous select statement is not able to get the data from the table. Got it?
Okay.
What
Yeah,
it
got it.
did?
Yeah, I got it. But somewhere here you are mentioning, see, for example, what you are saying is it's not initial. You are saying like if in case of any empty, okay, then the system will throw the error message, right? Some error message. Okay.
Yes, yes. We
So
can decide
where you are entering that error message
here
in
under
coding?
this, under there.
Oh, okay.
I will show you.
Oh,
Very nice question. Very nice question. Good question. Just a minute. I will show you.
so each and every statement you will enter some message, right?
No,
If it
no,
is
no,
not initial.
no. We no need to see why I am putting this for my satisfaction. Means for my satisfaction, I put this message. Even this message is not mandatory. But why I
Okay.
put this statement means if this my previous select statement is getting the successfully data from Mara and MARC.
RC.
Okay, and here I check. We have
Okay.
a check post, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So if you will go to the any exam for an example, we have entry card, entrance card.
Correct.
So just for my satisfaction, this is the proper way to work with the business logic.
Correct.
Some people they even they don't use, no problem. But
No.
what
Yeah.
why I use after 5 years this kind of coding, if someone will see, they will be impressed actually.
Correct. Exactly.
Okay,
Yeah,
because
this is what we are also for a functional point of view. See, for example, I have a requirement like a material, okay, and the plant and storage location, something like that in the front field.
okay.
Okay, if I enter some material which is not available in the database, then I don't wanted to go and search all the things. The
Very nice,
initial itself, I need to get an error,
very
which means the
nice,
material does not exist.
very
See
nice.
something until unless I don't wanted to no, check the program, entire program, and it will take for 10 minutes or 15. So for that, so like this only, yeah, we need each and every steps we need a
No,
message means it will help, right?
no. Where we filter that, we have
Yeah.
selection screen. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So suppose in selection screen, I given the two input boxes, which is lower and higher.
Yeah.
For like 100 to 200 for an example. In
Yeah.
between,
Okay.
all the material will come.
Will come.
So
Yeah.
we should check here.
Mm.
If
Okay.
suppose I enter here Manas, which is not
Mm.
material number, which is not exist
Correct.
in the database, then system should throw an error. See,
Mm. Yeah.
we should not write check each and everything via message. So here I put, okay, see, if
So
I say
instead of coding, you are keeping in the some other place.
exactly, even on the selection screen, I am controlling the same thing.
Okay.
Okay, see, let's execute. We have this much of data inside the database table, right?
Correct.
So we have
Correct.
1347, right?
Mm. Yeah.
Execute it. See carefully. Just simple execute it. See, we get some record here. Okay,
Mm.
30
Yes.
related to the 1346.
Yes.
Sorry, 47. Material type or material class, whatever.
Mm.
Now, suppose instead of 1347, here I put Chandra, which is not material.
Correct.
So we should restrict to the user here, and I will show you. See,
Yeah.
I'm not able to until unless I will not write,
Exactly.
remove this
Correct.
error. I will not able to execute. See.
Yeah.
So here instead of message class, here we can see the message. How we see the message? See, means on the screen on the first gate I restrict, I filter.
Okay.
Just a minute. Help value output. I will show you how to write our own custom message.
Okay.
Okay, this I write for actually search help. After search help, this is for search help. I write. I will show you in the next class how to write this. This is validation. So here I put my own custom message. If I will show you how we display this 00. See, your entered material number is invalid. Just I put your name. No problem. Just for example.
Okay.
See. Let's see what will happen. And here I put display like. Now what happens actually? See. Now your answer. Suppose instead of using 1347, if I put the 1347, everything will be okay. My other
Correct.
report will be executed. We get an output. Simple.
Exactly.
Let's do one thing. Okay, tell me any city name which is not in the database. Let's put Mumbai, which is not actually material. See,
Yeah.
you
It's
entered
invalid.
material number is invalid, Chandrasekhar. Now let's do one thing. Just remove the display like I. This is the message numbers we have. Multiple messages we can display.
Okay.
Our custom message we can create, standard messages we can use.
Okay.
A lot of things are there in Chandrasekhar. I will teach
Okay.
you as much as possible. This is my commitment. See,
Okay.
instead of I putting the wrong value and I put the C. Okay. See, you enter
Yeah.
material number is invalid,
Valid.
Chandrasekhar. Or
Yeah.
one very simple thing we can do here. Simple. Invalid.
Material. Input. Okay.
Simple.
Mm.
Whatever it would be, material number, sales order number, whatever. See. My mouse is today. Okay. See. See. Invalid input.
Yeah.
So we
Okay.
should not let person enter inside the report.
Okay.
In the front of the gate, we can restrict them. If you are entering wrong data, you cannot enter. You cannot execute. Simple.
Okay. So how many lines we can write in the? You have any? What?
Simple. This much of line. Simple. I will show you in the next classes.
Yeah. No, no. For example, see, for if I have a big report, okay. So you have any limit for that, or it's a infinity?
We don't have any limit.
Okay.
We do not have any limit. And see, don't worry about the lines. You
Okay.
should understand the logic. Okay. Suppose you are a functional consultant. You want something customization. You told me, Manas, in the EWM, Manas, I want one smartphone.
Okay.
Okay. For an example, so as a technical or functional, I should know how to write the smart form, how to design, how to create the driver program. Same smart form, even in the smart form, I will tell you one thing. Or we have many standard smart forms. Even I work with the one PO metric. I copied that, I customized, and I achieved the requirement metric.
Okay.
So we have smart forms.
Okay.
Smart forms we can execute through driver program or directly without the driver program. Means data through the database table, we get the data into the driver program, we pass to the smart form and we get an output. Or directly we can get the data from the database table into the smart form, we get an output. Right? So when we execute a smart form through NACE, what happens? This is our functional transaction code. Okay, this is the NACE output type. Okay, this is the database. How it happens? Through NACE, we configure the smart form, script form, or driver program name. ठीक है, data will be get from here to the driver program of the smart form, and it passes to the NACE through the functionality code. We get an output. That I will teach you, but it's each and every step. So let's do debug. I want all the records. If everything is fine with this MARA or MARC, means material master or material item header or item, is everything is fine, then join the two tables and put the data into this GTMARA MARC, and yes, I got the data. If everything is fine, go next. If everything is fine, then get the storage location data. See, yes. Now GTMARD is blank. Now I will show you the storage location data in the screen. Sorry, my mouse is today, I need to buy one more mouse actually. So see, my compiler is here. Now this select statement will be executed. See, now I get how many material location, how many records are there? Multiple records, like 26,491 records I got based on the material number.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. See. Based on this, we get the storage location based on the material number. Okay. If everything is fine, then final data. This I will show in the next classes. Each and every line. Display the data. Simple. Display the data. Footer. Here I display the data. If you understand, the thing will be very easy actually. So here, in the normal, in first cases, A, we have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, right? So in the A, the first base, we get the data from, we show the output through write statement. In the next B or C classes, I will show you how to display the data by using function modules. Reuse will be get display or list display. So let's see, my compiler is there. Where is my compiler currently? See carefully. Line number 89. My comment, I don't want to compile all this line. I don't want to debug all this line. I want to let my compiler directly jump from the line number 89 to line number 307. What should I do? So, to jump the compiler directly from one area to directly another area, first we should put the breakpoint like this. Sorry. I put here breakpoint at runtime. Just click here. So this is the session breakpoint will be activated.
Yeah.
Press F8. Press F8 button from your keyboard, or you can press this icon. See, when I press this, my compiler will come here. See carefully. C continuous 307. See, my compiler came here, right?
Yeah.
Now I want to debug this. Now MATNR, this is the work area containing this record, material number, this HAN final, means I want to just display simple 3 records. See, output we get this 3 record. Heading we can maintain, it's not a very small thing. Hundreds of records we can display. That much of records you want to display, you have to pass here. Here work area you have to pass each and every field work area. So this is about the today demo class. Yeah, if you have any query you want to ask, you can ask.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, so initially I don't have. Okay, so and also I wanted to know each and every icon on the pop, because in functional I know, but here somewhere when some colleagues are doing, right, F7 they will do, sometimes F8 I know they execute, some F5 they will do. So Okay, that key function also I wanted to know, and also you are saying some smart forms, right? So report and smart form, where they will reports and all we can see it in the background. So smart forms where we use
Okay,
like labels and all you are saying in the
I will
forms.
tell you. I will tell you. Each and every organization, they want to print their invoices.
Correct.
Obviously, they have to. What they
Correct.
need. If you go to Big Bazaar, they give you one slip.
Yes.
Same slip. Now,
Okay.
each and every organization, small or big, nowadays they want to print the invoices.
Yeah.
GST invoice. If you
Yeah.
go to any computer market, if you purchase any CPU for an example or any monitor, they will give you the bill, right? Bill.
Yes.
So same thing happens through smartphones. So we can print the labels. We can even print the labels with the logo, company details, okay,
Yeah.
everything on the smartphones. Like in the smartphone is very strong. I will show you.
In the SOST only you are saying, right? In the SOST or some
Not
somewhere we.
no. Our own custom smartphone we will create from scratch and we
Okay.
will display. So in smartphone we can display the header item, header data from, for an example, material header, multiple records we display.
Yes. So,
Company.
so earlier and all they use they I called like forms like in the 2007 to 2015 16 and all we say like forms like the purchase order invoice or the vendor invoice something like that. We will use we will normally we use forms. But when it is come to 2015, then after that they will call as a smart forms. So what is the
Okay,
difference?
okay,
What is the difference?
okay. Previously we have, even I worked with the multiple times with the FI, MM material and
Huh.
like material side. We have a script form.
Oh, okay.
Same time we had or we have still smartphones. Both are forms. But
Okay.
smartphones, why is it smart actually? Why we call this as a smartphone? Because this is client independent. This is not client dependent. If suppose I am working with the development system, any issue or we release that script form from development to quality, quality to production. For
Yes.
an example, in production we are facing some issue with that script form. The
Okay.
drawback with that script form, you have to bring back, I did the same thing, you have to bring back into SCC1T code. Okay,
Okay.
you have to do same changes in the same client, again you have to send to the quality then production. But smart form is smart. Why? Because multiple things are there. You can display the like watermark, you can display the logo, you can display the like editable functionality, you can display the like it's you no need to bring into the SEC1 directly production. You can do the changes which I did actually. One more thing, smartphones are actually client independent, script form are
Oh, okay.
client dependent. If you want to design this script form, you have to write multiple lines of coding, you have to call multiple standard function modules. In a smart form you just call one function module, which is the SSF function module name. Here you pass the parameter like your final internal table and data will be displayed into the output. That I will show you in the smartphone classes, no need to worry.
Yeah.
So
I'm clear now.
okay, Chandrasekhar, really nice
Yeah.
meeting with you.
Yeah.
I'm feeling hungry actually, I will eat something.
Oh, yeah, yeah. It's fine. Yeah, I'm also feeling sleepy.
Okay, thank
Okay.
you so much, thanks for available
Yeah,
time.
thanks, thanks. And today, someone has also joined, right? Say you said
He will join actually morning.
morning. Okay,
Hmm.
morning.
So what we can
They-
do, he will join tomorrow
Yeah.
morning. What we can do, if 11 to 12 we can continue daily, or
Okay.
morning we can continue. Like morning we can also continue. Like 9 to 10, 10 to 11, or 10 to 12. It depends upon. We will discuss about the same. No need to worry. Sir.
No, if that's what morning and all, I have some other work because I need to go to my kids' schools and all.
So what?
I'm always busy. But if in case weekends means no issue, Manas.
No issue, no issue. We can sit for 3 hours.
Yeah, 3 hours after in the like 7 o'clock from till 10 or 11. That is also not an issue.
Okay, 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 okay.
Okay,
Okay, okay, Chandrasekhar. Okay, okay. And where are
weekends
you?
means no.
Okay,
Yeah,
currently you are in Tamil Nadu.
yeah, Chennai. Yeah.
Chennai. Okay, okay, okay. I visited Chennai and lived in Chennai,
Where you
Shoninganallur.
will?
Okay.
Shorinallur. Okay.
Actually, I have very big friend team. They are very senior with the Zalog
Oh,
systems. ఒకటి కంపెనీ
oh,
ఉంది
okay,
షోలింగనల్లూరు
okay.
Zalog systems, and even with the PTC, I have good friends. They are with the like governance project with the Zalog systems. So
Oh, okay,
I'm
okay.
basically from so I'm very socialized person here actually. Even in my
Okay.
company, functional people they become my friend actually.
Hmm.
Not for learning actually.
Yeah.
Personally, they get attached. Personally, like from
Yes,
heart.
yes. Correct.
Anyways,
That is nice.
thank you so much for your time, Chandrasekhar.
Thanks, Manish. Thanks for your
Okay,
detailed demo. It's very nice.
thank you so
Okay,
much.
so initial, right? Initial, I am totally see. Functional means if you ask anything, I can explain like anything. But if you ask from the coding, I am zero.
No,
Like,
no,
oh, I don't know what.
I will make you an hero.
Thank you. That is my dream actually. I am
Hmm.
from 2007 itself. I'm saying I wanted to learn ABAP, but my wife is not allowing because she is also SAP
Hmm.
okay, consultant. She is a GRC consultant, SAP GRC consultant.
Okay, okay.
She is also around 15 years of SAP experience. So she is saying that no, it is very difficult to learn for
No,
the
no, no. It's
functional
not
details
difficult to learn. Even
like
you
that.
can teach to your wife after learning. You can teach to your wife, and this is not very actually difficult. You should understand
Okay.
what's going on. That's it.
Hmm. Okay.
And see,
So I need to note down something in the note or
no worries, no need actually. Each and every after classes, I will give you the printed my own. I made a lots of notes, which is the
oh, okay.
actually word files.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, I will share you each and every step I mention. What is this, why, how. But please do not forward to anyone's because
No,
people
no,
they
I know.
sale, they separate the sale they are.
Correct. Exactly. Yeah.
So don't worry, that's my responsibility. One more thing,
Yeah.
like you love or like the technical part, now I like EWM functional part actually.
Sure. We will discuss in the class also if you want. After the hours, okay. If you wanted to discuss, I will explain.
And
First,
if you
initially, as I said, right. Initially, you can learn MM. Okay. Then you can go for EWM.
okay, and if you have any like documents, then
Yeah.
you can share to me. Just learning
Yeah.
purpose. Only functional.
You want? Yeah. I have a hard copy. Okay. If you want, I will courier to you. No issues.
What is the
I
faculty
don't want
name?
that because. What?
Faculty.
Faculty, this is from 2007 book. Okay, I have.
It's a
Okay,
black
I
book, huh?
studied in method. Yeah, it's not a book. It's a someone has written that.
Okay, okay,
Someone has written that. Okay,
okay,
it's
okay.
very nice. You can learn. Okay, for easy to learn for MM. Okay, or else if you want a SAP book, okay, press book, I have
No.
a soft copy.
SAP
Soft copy.
plus book I don't want actually
Okay.
because book is good actually. The written faculty book is awesome actually. SAP book I know. SAP book you will not because
Yes.
that I will okay. You can text. I will send you the that we will discuss later, and you can send me.
Sure.
I will pay
Okay.
you the courier charges.
Okay. No issues.
Thank you so much, Chandrasekhar.
Thanks.
Okay, bye. Good night. Thank you.
Okay, bye.
You can discuss.